Rail line has temporarily suspended service in and out of Grand Central Terminal until further notice. We want to get more on the situation right now on the rails. News 8's Ken Pierce is live right now at the Stamford train station with the latest. Ken.
And Keith, it's certainly not a good situation, but the only good part of it is that this happened after the height of the morning rush hour, so you don't have the tens and tens of thousands of people all trying to get down into Midtown Manhattan that you would have had if this explosion had happened a few hours earlier. Instead, what we do have on the platform here at the Stamford train station is a few dozen people. Now, there are trains still running in both directions, but they're not making it all the way down to Grand Central. All three of the major branches of Metro North all have to go through those elevated tracks on the Upper East Side or East Harlem part of Manhattan. So this affects really all of Metro North service coming out of there and going into there. What they're doing is Metro North is still running trains down into the Bronx, about as far as those trains can go before it gets tangled up in that situation with the apartment building explosion there. So what they're doing is taking people down into the Bronx, the very northern reaches of the New York City subway system. People are getting off of Metro North trains, then getting on to subway trains to get them where they're going. The same thing in reverse. Anybody trying to get out of Grand Central, well, they're going to have to take subways that run on a different set of tracks, not the elevated Metro North tracks affected by this explosion. They can take the subways out of Manhattan, north up into the Bronx, where they can reach the northern terminus right now of Metro North service. It's not ideal, but at least it's a way for people to get in and out of Manhattan using the rail system. We did notice heavier than usual volume on I-95 coming down here to Stamford this morning, so I think there were already some people who were opting to take cars instead of trains. Understandable, and you can look for that with the morning or the evening commute as well. Probably you're going to see increased traffic on the roads, but for all those people who took the train down this morning and are going to have to get back tonight, they're hoping for one of two things. They're hoping that the tracks were not damaged in the explosion. All they have to do is clean the debris off of them. Or if that doesn't happen, they're hoping that they can still do this thing where they can get on subway service in Manhattan up into the Bronx and catch a Metro North train from the Bronx. So you're going to have to stay tuned to see how that works out over the next few hours, which of those things is going to have to happen for people to get out of the city or for people to get into the city if you're still going down today. Again, not an ideal situation, but at least it is physically possible to get down there using rails right now. You don't necessarily have to take a car. So that's the situation here. Not huge crowds, but people waiting for trains. There is a southbound train coming into the station as I speak to take people further down the tracks, down towards the Bronx, where they can get on those subway trains to get into Manhattan. We're live at the Stamford Metro North station. I'm Kent Pierce. Keith, back to you.